What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I've got another bionano genomics update for you, ticker symbol BNGO. We're going to go over the massive event that they are having this week. It's a 5-day event, so we're going to go over everything that you should be keeping a lookout for and how it is going to affect the share price, especially for the shareholders. Now, BNGO has had an amazing run up since the beginning of December, going from the high 40-cent mark all the way up to $7.20. Now, that is a pretty incredible run. Now, right after this, they've kind of been on a downtrend. We can see a little bit of a curl right here. We kind of saw their share offering happen right here, which we're going to go over in this video, but it looks like they might try to push for an uptrend. We see that they're up on Friday at about 8%, which is pretty huge after they fell 6%. They had a very volatile Friday, and we're going to go over everything you need to know for this coming week for BNGO. So before we get into all of that information, if you guys enjoyed this video, please go down and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. It really helps me get this information out to as many people as possible, and you get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks, learn about a few new ones, and learn a couple of my trading strategies of how I go about trading these companies. So if we go over to the company's website, they have this little section right here, January 11th through January 15th, the Next Generation Cytogenomics Symposium. So this event features leading experts in the study of genomic variants involved in genetic disease and some other different things. And the presentations will cover bionano's saphyr data for discovery research, clinical research, and clinical validation studies. So that is going to be very important, and that is going to have the possibility to absolutely move the share price. Now, this doesn't really go into detail on what they are exactly going to be going over throughout these 5 days, but if we come over here, we can get a little bit more information. So Bionano Genomics announced the kickoff. It's 5-day Next Generation Cytogenomics Symposium, which starts Monday, January 11th, and will feature 33 presentations by distinguished saphyr users. This is their flagship product for genome mapping from leading hospitals and medical research institutions around the world. So that's pretty basic. We kind of figured that out from the other article. So the presentations will cover the applications of optical genome mapping with saphyr to analyze the genomes of patients with a variety of genetic disorders, blood cancers, solid tumors, and repeat disorders, as well as the studies supporting validation of clinical assays developed by saphyr users. Now, this is very important. Basically, what they're doing, I'm not an expert in genome mapping, but what it seems that they're aiming to achieve is they're trying to analyze the genomes and all of the different genetic variations of these diseases and how it affects people, and try to figure out how to make the quality of lives of these individuals who have these diseases better. Now, if you're a company that's in the business of making the quality of lives of people who are ill better, you are really in a good position, especially right now with all of the different things that we have going on in the world. We can see over here, the last day of the symposium is dedicated to the study of the genomes of severely ill people who have been infected with the pandemic. This is going to be very important. So they're going to take a look at all of the people who have been infected and come down with very severe symptoms, and they're going to show us the results of the data and how they are able to help and play their role in solving the problem of the pandemic right now. That is an unbelievable achievement, and if they can show very successful data, this stock will go way higher than this $4.70 mark. It could even break the highs of about $7.20. Now, this is just the day high. This doesn't really show the intraday high, so it may have gone a little bit higher than this, but I think that this $4.70 mark could be absolutely the low water mark for the near future. Now, when we look at this chart, we can see that there was a pretty massive dip right around here. Now, this happened towards the end of the week, and Bionano Genomics announced that they were going to be doing another share offering. So let's go take a look at the SEC filing, the prospectus that they had to file in order to issue this new offering. Now, I saw one of the comments on one of my older Bionano Genomics videos when I was talking about the share offering. The share offering price is at about $3.05, and the question was, why can't I buy the shares at this offering price? So the way that these offerings work is it's kind of like an IPO. So what happens is that the company issues shares. They sell the shares to an institution at a certain price. So let's say the price in this situation, which it is $3.05. Now that institution can either hold those shares or they can sell them back on the open market. Now they've also been granted the option to purchase an additional about 4 million shares in this $80 million offering to kind of boost up their position. But I hope that solves a little bit of the concerns that you might have had as why can't I buy the shares at that price? It's just not how it works really. That's just how the offering works. Usually when there's an offering, especially when the offering is at such a discount to what the stock is currently trading at, we see a massive sell-off, which we saw here. Now, it really isn't that much of a price difference. We saw the stock go from 53 cents all the way to $7. So the company is seeing this as an opportunity to grab a lot of cash and pad their bank account so that they can have a lot of cash reserves to do a lot of different things in the future. So let's take a look at exactly what bionano genomics is going to be using this money for. If we come over here, they say that we currently intend to use the net proceeds from the sale of common stock, if any, for working capital. That's pretty normal for these types of offerings. General corporate purposes, also normal, including research and development expenses and capital expenditures. Now that is also pretty important, but it also says that we also may use a portion of the net proceeds from this offering to repay indebtedness under the Innovatus loan agreement. And here is the really important part. So if we go over here, it says to co-develop, acquire, or invest in products. That means they're going to buy out some products or a company, technologies, businesses that are complementary to our business. We could see BNGO with all of the funds that they have raised merge or acquire another business that can help streamline the production, the technological development, and the marketing of their Saphyr product. Currently, the Saphyr is the top of the line product. It is the most effective and efficient and the most cost-effective product of its kind. So we really have no problems for competition, but if BNGO can find another company that can help them further their goals, we could see this stock price go absolutely insane in the near future. Something to watch out for, though, is that if they announce a pretty sizable acquisition or merger, mainly an acquisition, if they announce that, it's probably going to see a pretty decent pullback in the share price. When we saw that Salesforce was going to acquire Slack, we saw a pretty sharp decline in Salesforce stock, but work went up a lot. So the ticker symbol for Slack is work, and they went up a lot after this announcement. Now, we've seen BNGO kind of have a little bit of a curl up after hours of about 8%. And the reason for this is that during the end of the day, we saw this tweet come out from Bionano Genomics, the official Twitter of the company, and they expect up to 50% Q4 revenue growth. Now, you got to be careful with this tweet. This does not mean that their numbers are actually going to be up 50% in Q4. This is just the company's guidance. So a lot of companies issue guidance. It's basically just the goal of the company for the quarter. A lot of analysts will put out their estimates for earnings per share or their EPS and some of the other metrics that they use to value companies. But this is pretty important. When a company issues such a high percent growth in guidance, we usually see a pretty sharp increase in the share price, which we have seen after hours. So the main reason that we kind of saw BNGO take off, if you haven't noticed already, is the study on the autism spectrum disorder. So they announced that in the publication in the Journal of Personalized Medicine by Lineagen, it's CLIA Certified Diagnostic Services subsidiary of an analysis of Professor Temple Grandin's genome. Now, Professor Temple Grandin is a very high-functioning individual on the autism spectrum disorder. They are basically using this study to try to generate better health outcomes and increase the quality of life for people on the autism spectrum. Now, they have only done this study so far on people who are high-functioning on the autism spectrum. It'll be interesting to see if they try to do this study and find ways to help these individuals who are maybe less high-functioning functioning on the spectrum and they have a little bit more trouble going about their day-to-day activities. If we can see bionano genomics kind of figure out a way to treat these disorders and make the quality of lives of these individuals better, this company will receive a much higher valuation just because of the value that they are going to be providing to society. That's going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed what I had for you in this one, please go down and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. It really helps me get this information out to as many people as possible. And comment down below your thoughts on what you think the big news is going to be for bionano genomics this week, and if you're going to be watching all of these symposium events. I'll see you guys in the next video.